Hi guys, it's me, Stephen Openshaw. Just thought I'd say hi, guys. It's been a few days since I last posted anything online. See, some of you guys will know why that is. Those of my friends watching this on Facebook, aware of the situation over the weekend, and for those who haven't the foggiest what I'm talking about, I was in an unfortunate position that I was in a house fire over the weekend. It was a scary moment. My children were there, 4 of my children were there, so I had to get them out, get myself out, get us all safe. But it was done, and here we are, all today, all good health. Kids went to school as normal as today, and everything went well. I'm a little tender, but I'm getting there. I'm repairing. Just a bit of irritation from the smoke, but I've been given all clear by the hospital. But I'm good to get on with life. Woohoo! So yeah, it's funny though. I've been sort of soul searching, if you like, over the previous week or so, and doing a lot of thinking. I tend to be a deep thinker. And I was thinking about something a friend said to me. I met up with a couple of friends earlier in the week. My friend Anwar, my friend Rashid, we met up in St Edmunds and had a coffee. And during our meet-up, Rashid was sharing with me a time in his life before I knew him, where things were a little bit not so rosy for him, and that the journey of personal development he went on to become the person he is today, someone I look up to, someone who's a confident man, someone who should be proud of themselves. Yeah. Well, during that, I'd been thinking about when I last had fire and passion, and because that's what I feel is really missing from me these days. And I was thinking about the last time and I realised that would have been when I was about 28. Since the age of 16 to 28 years of age, I was very much heavily into my MMA. I trained 20 plus hours a week. I lived to train, and now that was passion, real passion there. And then just that survival instinct when I got in the ring. You don't go in the ring naive. You go in there thinking that you're going to have a battle on your hands, and that's certainly what I did know. But I went, so the bell went and the fire came. That survival instinct, And I was thinking to myself, how on earth am I ever going to get this back? I'm building on this confidence, and up until this conversation with Rashid, that was really the beginning and end of my goal, to build on the confidence to become a more confident person. And once I thought I'd reached that, but then as far as I was concerned, I was just going to sort of get on with life. However, what I've realised is personal development is an ongoing life thing, and it's got me thinking about a lot of things that I hadn't thought about for a long time, because it was easy to bury them, because to me they belong to a part of my life that I no longer have. I don't have the MMA in my life anymore. I don't do mixed martial arts, and I hadn't thought about how I could transfer those passions and into other aspects of life. But this weekend, I pray with all my heart will not be a circumstance I ever have to face again. But one positive I can take from it is that I discovered that I don't have to keep searching. I didn't lose my survival instinct or the passion for my children and my home, because that all surfaced in the early hours of Sunday morning. And after, much tears, I tend to be it was an emotional time, and I tend to think about what could have been. And I had to give myself a bit of a slap round the face and say, hack it in, Stephen. Stop thinking about what could have been and think about what is. And that's when I realised there was a positive to take from it. Obviously, apart from the obvious one, that the children are safe and in good health. I discovered this weekend that my passion and my will to survive is very much intact. And through the conversation with Rashid, I had prior to the incident, it had set me off on a path, and I'm going to keep climbing. So now I know that I don't have. That's one thing I don't have to search for. It's, before I was very much in the mindset of how am I going to, even after the conversation, it was a mindset of how am I going to recreate me. There is only one me, and I realise that now. And I've realised that, we've all got parts of our life that we felt we were a better person, or we did things in a different way that we can't do now. But do you know what? We can do those things, and that thing we could do better before, we can still do it just as good. You just forgot how. Same as I forgot how. I convinced myself it was a part of me that was gone. Now, you could, like I've said before, you can tell yourself something enough times and you'll believe it. Which is why I've switched my attitude to telling myself positives every day. But you cannot hide from gut instinct. And my gut instinct was to survive, for my kids to survive, and not to allow my home to be destroyed was more passion, I think. It may be bricks and mortar, but it's also memories for me. So yeah, that's the message. I'm keeping it short as possible. Is basically let you guys know that I'm safe, the kids are safe, and something for me. I'm just talking about the moment that I've rediscovered that my passion and my survival instinct hasn't gone nowhere, and I'm getting stronger every day. I'm building on me every day, and you know what? I'm not stopping at when I've built my confidence up. I think personal development is an ongoing journey. Life throws obstacles at you, as I have recently discovered, and it shows you your strengths and it shows you your weaknesses. And I think on a path of personal development, you have to identify those positives, those strengths and those weaknesses. Work on your weaknesses and capitalize on your strengths. Find your strengths and adapt those strengths you know. But there's not just, oh, I'm strong, you know, I show strength in this area. If you show strength in that area, you can show that same strength in all aspects of life. And I truly believe that now, because it's not just words anymore. I've seen it, I've felt it, I've been part of that moment where my something I thought was so lost, I discovered was still there. So my plan is, on my journey, is to never stop. You know, when I've reached the top of that ladder on the confidence, and it's something I feel I've mastered, you know, it's not a case of, whereas before I thought, you know, when I've mastered my confidence, I'm going to, you know, knock the ball out of the park. Maybe so. Maybe it would be a good start indeed. But when I reach the top of that ladder, I'm going to build myself a new ladder, and I'm going to climb that ladder, and I'm going to keep doing that, and I will never ever stop. This conversation with my good friend, this awful incident, has awoken something in me that goes beyond confidence, and I'm talking about it now because I want to share with you guys, and I want to share it so I can look back in months, years, and say, that was the moment. That was the moment I realised I can do this. And you watch me, I'm going to do it. I will. No doubt in my mind. Alright guys, thanks for listening. Sorry that my quick message turned into another long waffle, but you should be used to me by now, or getting used to me by now. Take care, and I'll speak to you guys soon, or hopefully I'll see you guys, friends, and speak to my other friends through Facebook, and hope you have a good day, successful day, and keep believing in you, and I will keep believing in me. Take care guys, bye.